we've had the recycling program out there for, it will be 13 years this summer. This is working well in defiance of a lot of it's never going to work. And it was a gradual move into more and more people getting used to the idea of sending their trash to the mainland. So outbound to Matinicus, it's mixed freight, whatever happens to be going, but it's basically the recycling run. We have a 2-hour trip to Matinicus. This morning it was thick fog the whole way. You couldn't even see the harbor as we were approaching it. 2-hour trip out, 1-hour turnaround time on the island, and a 2-hour trip back in. So in that 1 hour on the island, I've got to get the truck unloaded. Took all the flour and the appliances and everything out of the back of the truck, bang, 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 go down to the recycling shed and started loading the stuff that has to come in, which is the returnables, the goodwill, the recycling, which is the bulk of it, and a small amount of trash that we pay to dispose of here. Nice large group of people makes, it's many hands makes light work thing. They're very committed, dedicated, and most importantly, a strong-backed group of people without which this wouldn't work. It doesn't happen by magic. There's no heavy equipment out there to load stuff. There's no dump or transfer station out there. Everything has to be trucked off, and there's no way to do it without just a lot of physical labor. In this case, we have a lot of returnables. I haven't taken returnables in several months, and half this U-Haul is full of empty bottles.
That looks like it, unless you've got...
So you have that all stuff
What?
goes off, but now it
Should I take the number 2? Is there room?
Yeah.
We can take the number 2. We load the scrap metal, we load the number 2 plastic, we load, different types of material that way. Get back on the ferry. So it is typically at least a day and a half's long project to take the garbage out of Matinicus, and it generally involves at least one overnight. Hayden and Dale, thank you very much. The challenges are you don't have any flexibility, for example, with this one ferry a month in the winter kind of thing, and if the weather is such that I can't get off the island when I need to start working on getting off the island ahead of time. Everything's got to work around that date. Ballpark, an average trip is 2,500 pounds of stuff off, and that's probably 10 times a year. So it's very gratifying to see 25,000 pounds a year leaving Matinicus. And the number of households on Matinicus that are using it some way or other is steadily increasing. Every year is more. It's been a big change in Matinicus housekeeping.